late na naman tayo, yan na naman ako eh. Yung maaga ako, tapos pagdating sa technical churcher, wala na naman. Alright, okay, so we can start. So, good evening once again. This is Gurography. At may bago na akong picture ngayon, okay? Kasi, so, um, meron kasing nag-require sa akin na na kumuha ng kailangan niya ng picture ko na maayos-ayos. So ayun, nagpa-picture ako, and then ginamit ko na ngayon. Excited na ako. Alright, okay, so let's start. So sabi ko nga po, socio-anthropological socio-anthropological tayo ngayon, okay? Studies. And then siguro mga more than 10 yung parang mixed, okay? Shuffle, para hindi tayo mabulok. Alright? Okay, so of course, alright, of course, andyan na naman tayo, mag-start na naman tayo sa ating review kasi madali tayong makalimot, di ba? Alright, so natural objects or substances that has been used or modified by humans and has some value in understanding past human activity. Okay, is it ecofacts or artifacts? Okay, so Sigurd, ecofacts or artifacts? Natural objects tayo. Bakit may nagkamali pa? Alright. Totoo ba? Okay, alright. Okay, bakit? Di ba ecofacts tayo pag natural? Natural is, natural is ecofacts, di ba? Yung mga bones, yung mga yon. Tapos yung mga artifacts, human-made. Di po ba? Ano nangyari sa atin? Bakit nagkamali kayo doon? Ako ba ang nagkamali? Oo, mahina nga daw sa YT. So, dito muna tayo, and then ayusin ko pag tayo na lang, ha? Alright. Yes! Okay, good job. Yes, so ecofacts, eco. Ano ba yung ecology is about, I think, Earth. 'Di ba? Eco, kaya nga eco bag, 'di ba? Ecology. Ganon. So, eco, alright? Or eco siguro 'yan. Okay? So, wag kalimutan please, pag natural objects like yung mga bones, yung mga plants, yun ay ecofacts. At artifacts, yun yung mga tools, yun yung mga yun na ginawa ng tao. Okay? Alright. Let's go to, yan, okay. First named storm to make landfall during the 2011 Atlantic hurricane season that devastated New York and Bahamas. Okay. Is it Sandy or Katrina? Okay. Is it Sandy or Katrina? Teka lang ha. Naglolo ko tong ano. Is it Sandy or Katrina? Sige nga. Oh, asan na? How about YouTube? How about Facebook? Ala, totoo ba? Kayo minememorize nyo kasi yung mga lumabas nung last time. Minememorize nyo yung ano, pero ito nagagalit si Coach. Kalit yarn. Okay, first name storm, 'di ba? Ano binanggit ko pa to? Sabi ko pwedeng ito yung lalabas, sabi ko. 'Di ba ano ba yung question ko last time? Ito yung nag-devastate sa New Orleans. Ano 'yon? That is Katrina, 'di ba? That is Katrina yung nag-devastate sa New Orleans. Tong Sandy kasama yun sa option, 'di ba? Na sabi ko na pwedeng lumabas kasi sabi niya first name. Okay, 'di ba? Yung mga first ganyan. 'Di ba? O pinalabas ko pa na yung Harvey, yun is as devastating as Katrina. Okay? Siguro iisipin niyo na lang Katrina Orleans, okay? Yung N is New Orleans sa Katrina, okay? Katrina, New Orleans, alright? Para hindi tayo malito, okay? Alright. Next, taxes are the main source of government revenue to sustain its functions and services. Okay, is it lifeblood doctrine or doctrine of symbiotic relationship? Okay, yan. Yes, tama. Sandy. Very good sa ano, sa Facebook. Okay? Mm. Sir Russell, sa YouTube, okay lang ba? Okay ka lang ba? Kung ano, lipat ka muna sa ano kasi mahina daw. So, ayusin ko na lang pag tayo na lang. Lipat ka muna sa Facebook. Okay lang po ba? Sir Russell? Ayan. So, ano yung tawag dyan? Bakit may sumasagot ng... okay. LD. Okay. Lifeblood. Okay. Very good. Yes. Perfect naman kayo dyan. Okay. Yes. So, isipin nyo na lang yung ano ba yung nagpapabuhay sa atin, yung sa life natin, ating blood. Okay. So, it's the same thing with sa lifeblood doctrine. Ano ba yung bumubuhay sa ating government? Okay. Yung ating tax. Okay. Walang tax. Walang ano. Okay. Mahina daw kasi Sir Russell, so I'm worried. So, but I hope okay ka. Okay ka dyan. Nakikita mo naman yung PPT, Sir Russell, sa YouTube. Kasi parang black kasi yung sa akin. Pero okay naman sa OBS ko. Alright. Apolinario de la Cruz, better known as Hermano Pule, established it. Okay. Cofrada de San Jose, Cofrada de Santo Tomas. Okay, so pag napansin nyo, hindi ko binabalik yung question last time, di ba? Binabaliktad ko, ganun, para, ano ba, kahit balibalik ta rin yung, ano, is alam nyo. Okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, Sir Russell. Alright. Apolinario de la Cruz, better known as Hermano Pule, established it. Okay? Cofriad. Okay, you can say blue or gold. Okay? Blue or gold. Okay, very good. Yes, lumalaban din ang Facebook. Okay, good job. Okay, so walang nagkamali. Okay? Sir Russell, para ano kung may TikTok ka, pwede rin doon kasi mas mabilis. Medyo naglalag kasi ng content. Pero if mas comfy ka sa YouTube, it's fine. All right? CDSJ. Okay, very good. So while waiting tayo sa sagot ni Sir Russell sa Facebook, 'di ba pinalabas ko sa ano sa sa part 1 na huling pabaon ko, Gen Ed, 'di ba? Ano yung order? Okay, ano yung order na cause ng ano ng revolt ni Apolinario de la Cruz? Anong order? Religious, business, personal, 'yon, para balibalik ta rin natin. Ano po 'yon? Ano po 'yon? Pinalabas ko din po 'yun sa ano. Kasi ganun pala talaga, umiikot-ikot lang yung ano, minsan yung lumalabas sa major, lalabas din sa Gen Ed. Parang ganun. Okay, so ano pa yung sagot nyo doon? Ano pa yung sagot nyo doon? Ano pa yung rason? Bakit wala sumasagot? Is it religious? Ano yung reason? Ano yung reason ni Apolinario de la Cruz? Is it religious order, business order, personal order? Ano po 'yon? Bago ka i-reveal po yung yung sagot natin dito. Wala ba? Walang gustong Okay, very good. Yes, it's religious order. Okay, very, very good. Okay, alright. Yan, so Cofreada de San Jose po. Tama po yun. Ito naman, country's official timekeeper. Okay, country's official timekeeper. Is it blue na DOST or Pag-asa? Yan. Very good. How are you, sir? Sir Russell sa YouTube. Andyan ka pa ba? Ay, wala na ata siya. Lumipat siya. Alright? Ano yung sagot? Okay. Alright. Country's official timekeeper is... Okay, very good. Yes, Pag-asa. Yes, very good. Kasi yung DOST is yung sa one time. Okay, pero DOST is one time sila ang nagpaano sa one time, pero titignan mo yung time sa website ng Pag-asa, okay? Na noong 1970s pa na designate ang Pag-asa as the official timekeeper. Okay. Now, who is considered the father of American anthropology? Okay, A. Bronislaw Malinowski, B. Franz Boas, C. Clifford Geertz, and D. Edward Tyler. Okay? Ano po yung sagot natin dito? Consider the father of American anthropology. Okay? Lagay po niyo yung number please para hindi tayo ma-RR dito. Pag ano kasi pag pare-parehas yung binibigay natin. All right? Okay, very good. Yes, so it is Franz Boas. Okay, so siya pala yung nagpauso ng cultural relativism. Itong cultural relativism, laging lumalabas yan. So, kailangan nating malaman yan. Okay? So, ang cultural relativism is yung parang walang dapat outside na mag-judge doon sa culture ng isang society, okay? So dapat nasa standard ng sariling society ang mag-judge dun sa kanilang culture, okay? So parang hindi pwede yung ethnocentrism, parang ganun. Okay? So the culture is judged by its own standard. Yun. Okay. Ito namang historical particularism. Okay, bago to sa akin din. Hindi ko narinig to nung nagre-review ako. Pero ito kasi is kaya naging father of American anthropology si Franz Boas kasi ito din yung pinupush niya. Okay, so before Franz Boas, itong mga anthropologists, sinasabi nila na pare-parehas lang yung stage na dinaanan ng mga society. Okay, from simple to complex, ganyan. Pero ang sinasabi ni Franz Boas, hindi. Sabi niya, may kanya-kanya yan. Okay? May kanya-kanya silang evolution. Ganyan, hindi sila pare-parehas. Alright, ganyan. Okay. So, ito naman, ninagay ko lang dyan, si Clifford Geertz, siya mas kilala siya sa symbolic anthropology. Okay? Nakasama to sa pa-quiz ko. Okay, so ang i-explain ko lang, kasi madali lang naman yun na kung ano yung definition ng symbolic anthropology. Yung parang, they give meaning sa culture nila using the symbols, parang ganun, yun lang. Mamaya i-explain ko pa kasi merong susunod na tanong. And then si Edward Tylor, okay, mas kilala siya sa Theoretical Principles of Victorian Anthropology in Primitive Culture. Okay, so hindi ko na muna explain ng isa-isa lang para hindi tayo ma-overwhelm. Okay, pag sa next na lang na and then explain ko. Alright, next, alright. Who is the father of Philippine anthropology naman? Naaral na natin to, okay? Pero nadaanan lang natin, okay? So, sino yung father of Philippine anthropology? Is H. Oatley Bayer or Felipe Landa Hocano, okay? Red or black? Red or black? La. Ano ba? Bakit kayo nakakalimot? Okay, alright. Diba? Ang sabi ko noon is si H. Oatley Bayer. Okay, so kasi Amerikano siya, although Amerikano kasi siya, pumunta siya sa Pilipinas and marami siyang naiambag sa ating anthropology. Okay, and nakapag-asawa siya ng taga Ifugao. Yan. So that is why he's also the father of Philippine anthropology. At saka, 'di ba meron siyang nabanggit ko to na meron siyang theory, 'di ba? Yung pinakaunang theory ng pinagmulan ng Pilipinas, right? Yan. So maalala nyo ba? Ano yung niya? Ano yung theory niya? Ano yung theory niya? Kaya maraming Bayer. Yes, kaya maraming Bayer sa Ifugao, 'di ba naalala ni Sir NSC. 'Di ba sinabi ko kaya maraming Bayer sa Ifugao, mga 1/4, half at 1/4. Okay, very good. Yes, okay. Yes, at least naalala nyo, wave migration theory, 'di ba? Yung Donmen, yung Daim na sabi nila sa akin naman is denim, 'di ba? Yung denim, yung Donmen, tapos Itas, okay, or Negritos, tapos in Indonesia, and then Malays. Okay, very good. Ito naman si Felipe Landa Hocano, ano naman yung niya? Yung theory niya. Meron tayong wave migration, meron tayong core population, ano pa ba, meron yung out of Taiwan, 'di ba? Yung out of Taiwan yung sinabi ko na pinakatanggap natin ngayon and ginagamit natin. And then yung out of Sundaland, okay? So ano yung kay Felipe Landao Cano, yung sinasabi niya na walang migration na nangyari. Okay, tayo-tayo lang and then we intermarried, we interbreed, mga ganon. Okay, very good. Yes, so it is core population theory. Okay, very good. Hindi naman ako mabilis, ano? Okay, number 2 na tayo. Which method is most associated with anthropology fieldwork? Okay, so napansin ko maraming may mga nagkamali din dito sa quiz. Okay, so A, statistical survey, B, laboratory experiment, C, participant observation, and D, case study. Okay? Ano yung sagot? Very good. Lumalaban sa ano? Sa Facebook. Ano yung sagot? Okay. So far, so far. Okay, Facebook naman. Okay, wait lang ha. Okay, so medyo nalilate ata sa ano sa Facebook, okay? All right. Okay siya pero nalilate yung ano yung pasok nila. Okay, very good. Yeah, so the answer there is participant observation. Okay, so napansin ko nung kasi china-check ko kasi yung mga quizzes pag ano, may mga marami pa rin nagsagot dun sa case study. Okay, pero 'di ba sabi natin yung anthropology is we learned about the society, 'di ba? Yung we learned about mga human activities, yung mga ganun. And then how do we do that? Okay? How do we get na talagang eksakto na makuha natin yung gusto nating makuha when we learn about the culture of others. Of course, it's participant observation. Yung you stay with them, you live with them, yung mga ganon. May mga nabudol kasi dito sa case study. Okay, so ang case studies, 'di ba yung in-depth siya, yung parang tinitingnan very for example, individual, 'di ba? Individual study yung pagkaroon and then nakatutok ka lang sa kanya, which is hindi po siya yung ginagamit sa anthropology. Lagi nyo pong alalahanin pag sa anthropology is you have to live with them kasi we have to know their culture, okay? All right. Next. Bonus question. Ito naman, who developed the concept of participant? Kasi connected siya, pero kasama siya sa quiz. Who developed the concept of participant observation? Okay, A, Edward C. Linderman, B, Bronislaw Malinowski, C, Margaret Mead, and D, Claude Levi Strauss. Okay? Kala ko nga siya yung gumawa ng Levi's Okay? Lagay nyo 2A. Okay, 2A. 2A. Okay, who developed the concept of participant observation? Okay, lagay nyo 2A. Okay, good. Go. Who developed the concept of participant observation? Sige. Go. Okay, very good. So, yes. So, ang galing nyo. Yeah, so it's Bronislaw Malinowski. Okay, so, explain natin. Ang talagang nag-coin dito, kaya linagay ko tong ang talagang nag-coin is Edward C. Lindemann. Okay, siya yung nag-coin dito. Pero, may ginawa si Bronislaw Malinowski kung bakit siya yung tinatagurian na developer, okay, ng concept ng participant observation, okay? In fact, dahil sa pag-develop niya noon, he is tagged as the father of field research. Okay? So later may question ako and then para i-prove na siya yung nag-develop nun. Okay? But please, kung ang tanong ay sino yung came up with the with the word, okay, na participant observation, si Lindemann. Okay? Very good. Okay, next. Number 3, social justice. The centerpiece of the 1986 Constitution demands the reduction of the widening gap between the rich and the poor. Okay? This effort leads to the principle of A, modern society, B, an egalitarian society, C, a classless society, and D, a society of equals. Alright. Okay. Number 3 na tayo. Okay. 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 All right. Very good. Yes. Okay. So, dito lang naman tayo maano di ba? So, tama kayo, egalitarian society. Okay? Pero nung tinignan ko yung tanong na to, sabi ko, bakit hindi yung society of equals? What is the difference? Ano? Yan. So, syempre, wala na yung modern society kasi it's about technology na yan. Yung classless society, hindi na yan. Okay? We are not talking about classless. Okay, we're just talking about yung gap between the rich and the poor. So pwede mo pagpilian is egalitarian society tsaka a society of equals. Okay, so ito yung difference niya. Ito yung kapag halimbawa may nakikita mo yung gap ng rich between and the poor, okay? Ito yung method, okay, or yung principle, okay, is the egalitarian society. Okay, and then kapag na-achieve mo na yung egalitarian society, ang tawag na doon ay society of equals. Okay? So, bale, yung principle, yung process, yung thought, yung belief is the egalitarian society, and then the outcome is the society of equals. Okay? Yun ang difference niya. Alright. Number 4, na-explain ko na to pala kanina a little bit. Okay, pero feeling ko naman gas-gas na to sa inyo. What is cultural relativism? Talagang lagi lumalabas yung mga to A, believing one culture is superior. B, understanding cultures by their own values. C, rejecting all cultural differences. And D, promoting cultural dominance. Okay, cultural relativism. Okay. Ito mali ko kanina, classless pa ang sinagot ko. Uh, wala pa sa ano no. Ang classless kasi ibig sabihin, ang classless kasi is walang ano, halimbawa wala ang how do you call that? Middle class, yung mga ganon. Walang mga ganon-ganon, 'di ba? So iba pa rin yung meaning ng classless. Wala ang elite. Ganon. But pagdating sa sinasabi nating the gap between the rich and the poor, hindi na po siya about the class, okay? Very good. Okay, ano yung sagot natin? Number 4? Okay. Okay, very good. Yes. So sinabi ko nga 'di ba, yung parang hindi dapat outside, okay, ang mag-judge doon sa culture ng isang society, okay? Rather by their own values. Okay, very good. Ito naman, how about yung believing one culture is superior? Ano siya? Ano siya? Sir Russell, okay ka lang ba? San ka na, Sir Russell? Okay. Kailangan yung memorize to kasi feeling ko never na nawala tong mga ito. Okay? Okay, believing one culture is superior. Blinablock yung ano, yung second na sagot mo, Sir Hennessy. Loko-loko tong si TikTok talaga, oh. Okay, pero nakikita ko naman. Probably na block siya. Okay? Okay, very good. Yeah, so it is ethnocentrism. Okay, so para wag nyo kalimutan, di wow, 'di ba? Sasabihin ethnocentrism, di wow. Okay? Um, all right. Okay. Yes, ito namang rejecting all cultural differences. Okay? Ito naman is kabaliktaran naman yan ng cultural relativism. Okay, ito namang promoting cultural dominance. Ito naman. Okay? Okay? Okay, very good. Yes. Alright, okay. Ay, napindot ko na. Sorry, okay. So, ito naman, hindi siya common. Okay, itong promoting cultural dominance is called cultural, sino, sabi ni ano. Hindi siya sino, okay? So, hindi to common, pero, nabasa ko to, okay? So, dinagdag ko kasi bago to. So, cultural imperialism yung tawag dyan. Di ba yung we always accuse US before ng imperialism kasi they always try to dominate yung mga weaker, open and close parenthesis. Okay? So meron din palang tawag na cultural imperialism. Okay? Yung parang ina-assert mo na dominant yung culture mo. Okay? So that is cultural imperialism. Okay, very good. Yes, it's imperialism. Very good, Sir John. All right. Number 5. Ito yung reason, okay? So, the Trobriand Islanders were famously studied by, okay, A. Margaret Mead, B. Bronislaw Malinowski, C. Marvin Harris, and D. Franz Boas. Okay? Ano yung sagot dyan? The Trobriand Islanders. Okay? Ano or sino yung nag-study? Okay, yun siya oh. Linagay ko yung picture dito kasi wala tayong space doon. Mamaya dun sa ano. Yun siya oh, yan siya. Okay? Okay. Alright. B? Sabi nung ano. B? Alright. Yes, ang sagot niyan ay si Bronislaw Malinowski. 'Di ba sabi natin kanina siya yung nag-develop doon sa participant observation kasi siya talaga nung i-study niya yung mga people doon sa Trobriand, okay, is he lived with them. Okay? So, itong mga Trobriand Islanders, they live in Milo Island dun sa Papua New Guinea. Okay? So, inaral niya yung culture nila of Kula. Okay? Yung Kula is they exchange, okay? They exchange tong mga seashells. Ito yung mga if makita nyo. They exchange tong mga seashells not for money, okay? But to maintain friendship, yung mga ganon, okay? To to bind together, okay? Especially sa ibang mga tao, ibang family, okay? Yun po ang reason kung bakit may participant observation based sa picture. Yes, 'di ba? Kasi nga talagang and then that is why he is known to be the developer of the participant observation, lalo na sa anthropology. All right. Okay. Number 6, the term ethnography refers to A, theoretical study of humans, B, written description of a culture, C, historical record of trade, and D, a linguistic study. So, intindi ko din kung bakit may mga nagkamali dito. Okay? Theoretical study of humans ba? Written description of a culture ba? Historical record of trade? Or A, linguistic study? Okay? Number 6. So, 40 items tayo ngayon. Ano pa yung sagot? Okay, very good. Yes. So, ang sagot niyan ay written description of a culture. Okay, kasi 'di ba ang lagi kasi nating naririnig dati yung ethnographical research is you live with them, 'di ba? So parang hindi nabanggit na actually, yes, yun yung pero it is a descriptive study. Okay, so kailangan talagang isulat. Okay, so although you live with them, okay, but that kind of study is descriptive. So it's very important na you keep a record of that. Okay, kaya may mga nagkamali dito sa quiz. Okay, and in fact, yung ethnos means people. Okay, and grapho means to write. Okay? Ma'am, upload po ba? Yes po, yung part ng free live ko lang po. Okay? Kasi, ito po is paid po kasi sa social science majorship po to. Pero sinishare ko publicly yung part niya. Okay? But, if you want to Enroll, it's just for 249, then you may do so, okay? Hindi po full video, para naman po may ano yung mga nagbayad din po, okay? Alright, number 7, a system that defines family relationships is called A, consanguinity, ito yung may nabudol ako, B, kinship, C, alliance, and D, feudalism, okay? Ayan, nandun na si Sir Russell doon. Hi, thank you Sir Russell, nakita na kita dyan, nag-worry ako sa'yo. Okay. Final na! Sabi niya. Sounds familiar. Okay, final na. Sabi niya. Okay, very good. Yes, so of course, okay, kinship. Alam mo yung ginagawa ko yung tanong na to, pinalitan ko talaga yung iba, yung isang option, pinalitan ko yung sa consanguinity kasi pag wala yung consanguinity doon, obvious na kinship yung sagot. Tapos may nabudol ako, hindi ko sabihin kung sino. Alright, kasi 'di ba nabanggit ko din last time, although hindi ito yung tanong, 'di ba? Pero na-explain ko kung ano yung meaning ng kinship, okay? Na ano ko lang ba na kailangan kong explain, then it just so happen na ito yung next na question. So di ba ang sabi ko noon, may isang question doon and then I defined ano ba yung kinship. And kinship, okay, is not only about blood, okay? And ang consanguinity is just about blood relationship. Okay? But kinship is not. It's blood and, okay? And this is yung isang bonus question natin. Kinship that are formed through marriage, okay? Such as the relationship between a husband and wife or between a person and their in-laws. Okay, ano to? Okay, so consanguinity is yung blood. How about no marriage? Ano yung tawag doon? It starts with A. Nabanggit ko din to dati. Okay, it starts with A. 'Di ba? Yung ano, pinsan mo ba 'yon? Hindi, it's by 'di ba? Ganun yung sinasabi natin. Hindi talaga, not really. It's by ah, ah, okay, very good. Okay. Okay. Afinal ba yun? Or okay, ang alam ko is ano. Okay, but it's, okay, so ano ko, okay, but it's by affinity or affilineal, okay? Affilineal. Okay, I'll check it kung affinal ba. Ang alam ko affilineal. Okay? I-comment ko. Okay? So, yun nga, di ba? Sinasabi, pinsan mo ba yun? Hindi, it's by affinity. Di ba? Ganon. Okay, kasi by marriage. Okay, number 8. Cultural diffusion means, okay, A, loss of identity, B, spread of cultural traits from one group to another, C, decline of traditions, and D, development of new languages. Okay, so number 8 na po tayo. May isang question din dito na lumalabas. But later, okay? I-ano ko to. Okay. Sumagot po kayo dyan kahit yung mga ano, yung sa, wag po kayong mahiyang sumagot. Okay? Kasi, mas natatandaan nyo po pag sumasagot po kayo kaysa yung nanonood kayo. Ako dati, kahit saan-saan ako nakikinood, yung mga libre, sumasagot talaga ako, makapal yung mukha ko. Bakit? Gusto kong pumasa. Okay, very good. Yes, okay. So, spread of cultural, hindi ko pala yan, but spread of cultural traits from one group to another. Di ba meron yung tinatawag nating diffuser, yung nagpapabango ng bahay? Di ba kasi nag-spread siyang ganyan. So, yan. Okay, so, ano ba yung ano ba yung way para ma-spread? Okay, so of course, marriage, 'di ba? Migration, yung even war, yung mga ganon. Okay. At may isa pang question na lumalabas dito. Ang answer niya is cultural diffusion. Yung sabi niya na ano daw yung tawag doon sa pagkalat ng Catholicism. Okay, yung kahit wala na ngayon ang mga Spaniards doon sa Pilipinas is lumawak, okay, or yes, lumawak talaga ang spread ng Catholicism. And ang sagot po doon ay cultural diffusion, okay? Cultural diffusion. Wag kalimutan niyo. Number 9. A society where descent is traced through the mother is called A, matrilineal, B, patrilineal, C, bilateral, at saka D, matrilocal. Okay, so nasagi ko din to last time pala. Okay? Nasagi ko din siya. Although hindi ito yung tanong pero naisama ko dun sa ano niya. Okay, very good. Yeah, so this is very easy naman kasi matri, di ba? Yan. So, pag trace through the mother is matrilineal kasi lineal lineage. Okay? Pag patrilineal naman is ano? Syempre alam na natin 'yan. Pag patrilineal is okay, very good. Yes. Okay. Very good sa ano, TikTok. Antayin na lang ng konti yung sa Facebook kasi medyo nalilate sila. Okay, very good. Yes, of course, it's father. Ano naman yung ano, bilateral? Ano naman yung bilateral? Bi. 'Di ba? Pag sa word na bi, alam niyo na 'yan. Bi. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye. Pag bi, kapitbahay ba? Kapitbahay? Bye? Aba, walang gusto? Okay, very good. Yes, of course. Yes. Okay, so, both siya. Yes, okay. Ito naman, matri-local. Okay, so, andun pa rin yung matri, pero ngayon is local. Nabanggit ko na to. Okay? Naalala ko na. Okay, so, naalala ko na. Alright, very good. So, maalala nyo ba yung matrilocal? Pag lineal, yung lineage, okay, or lineage, okay, yung trinatrack mo yung lineage through the mother. Pero pag local is, pag local, when we say local, okay, yes, alright, very good. Okay, yes. Okay, so pag local is place siya, 'di ba? So pag sabi nating matrilocal, pag nag-asawa yung mag-asawa, they live together with the family of the wife or they live near, okay? Together or near, okay? Yes, all right. Yan. At saka yung syempre patrilocal pag they live near the husband naman. Kapag yung away, okay, neither, okay, oh, 'di ba? Nagamit natin yung neither, it's neo-local, okay? Neo-local. Okay, wag niyo kalimutan, neo-local. Yes, okay, ang galing nyo. Okay. Number 10, the functionalist theory views culture as a system of meaning, B, a structure serving social needs. Ito, gas-gas na to ha. C, a historical process, and D, a genetic evolution. Okay, the functionalist theory views culture, okay? Ito yung functionalist at saka structuralist. Okay, lumalabas to pero iba't iba. So, kailangan yung basahin about sa culture kasi merong functionalist sa psychology, yung mga ganun. 10 lang kami, Sir Hennessy. 10 lang tayo dito. 10 lang tayo. Ano, as usual, 10 pa rin tayo. Okay, functionalist, number 10. Okay, very good. Yes. Okay, so a structure serving social needs. Okay, yung sinasabi niya na dapat lahat ng institution, okay, will work together, okay, para to answer yung mga social needs. Okay, so for example, education, yung family, yung society, okay, they should work together, okay, para sa survival, okay, sa survival at livelihood at living ng mga human, syempre. Okay? But of course, we will not finish number 10. Kailangan nating ano, kasi magka-pair to eh. Yan. So, functionalist at saka structuralist. Okay? So, kailangan yung malaman to. How about structuralist? Okay? Ano naman yung ano niya? Ano naman, what do they believe? Okay? What does it believe? Okay? Is it A, culture exists to meet people's basic needs? B, cultural elements can be understood separately. C, culture must be studied as a system of connected meanings. And then D, culture is only about visible customs and behaviors. Okay? Okay, so sa FB at saka dito sa TikTok, I will end it here ha kasi 'di ba ang promise ko is hanggang 10 lang tayo lagi. Yan. So, ano pa yung sagot nyo dito? Number 10. Number 10. Hala, bakit? Bakit? Hindi. Nagulat ako. 10A, 10A pala, 10A. Sabi ko, bakit nagbilat dito sa ano? Dito sa ano? Okay, dito sa FB, nagulat ako. Sabi ko, hala. Okay. Alright, very good. Yes, okay. So, of course, explain ko ha. Ito, yung answer naman is letter C. Okay, so, letter A, culture exists to meet people's basic needs. Diba yan yung functionalist, diba? Yan, okay. Ang cultural elements can be understood separately. Yan yung kabaliktaran ng structuralist. Okay? Culture is only visible about is only about visible customs and behaviors. Kabaliktaran pa rin yan ng structuralist. Okay? Kasi ang sinasabi nung ng structuralist is hindi lahat ng culture ay nakikita. Okay? It's more on symbolic actually, yun yung sinasabi niya. And then they must be studied as a system of connected meaning. Okay? Explain ko lang ha, kasi baka next time ang itatanong doon is yung situation. Okay? So for example, sa marriage, 'di ba? Sa marriage, ang nakikita lang natin ay yung mga ring, yung mga ganon, 'di ba? Pero ang sinasabi ng structuralist, ano ba yung sinisimbolize ng ring, 'di ba? So of course, love, 'di ba, yung ganon. Ganyan. And then, 'di ba pag may kasal, tinitingnan natin yung ring, tinitingnan na symbol of love, tinitingnan natin yung exchange of vows, yung mga ganon-ganon. Pero 'di ba we don't interpret them naman as one? 'Di ba? Kailangan nating ipag-connect para malaman natin na yun ay isang sacred na 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 isang sacred na, hindi ko maisip, isang sacred na, what is kasal? Isang sacred na event. Okay? Ang kasal ay hindi lang para mag-party-party, but isang sacred na kasal na union ng dalawang tao who love each other. Okay? So yan yung pinaka point ng structuralist. Okay? So hindi lang about sa nakikita, and then they are not separate. Okay? Yan. Okay? So salamat po. Okay, I have to end it here na dun sa diyan sa TikTok. Okay? So hanggang 10 lang po tayo. Alright, so antayin nyo na lang ako sa Wednesday, okay? Free po lahat yon. Full is free. Okay, even sa Facebook, okay? Na-late yung comment. Alright. Okay, so maraming salamat. And then if you want to enroll, you can just PM me and then mag-answer ako mamaya pag natapos tong aming balitaktakan. Okay? So maraming salamat po and sana lagi kayong magjo-join. Alright, so lipat na po kayo. Lipat na po kayo sa YouTube. Okay, so i-end ko na lang sa Facebook. Okay, and we go to Facebook. Okay, Facebook, are you there? Na-late yung comment. Facebook, are you here? I hope na-end ko yung ha. YouTube pala. I mean, bakit ayaw mag-end tong